Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Bam! The late adopter. Nice, everything's nice. How you guys doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily video today at 9:30 exactly on the dollar, Central European time. Never late, always early, you know, depending on how you see it. How you guys doing? I see a lot of people are not very happy about the recent dump. Now, I am happy because it is playing out expected. We are not dumping some like 28, 25, 20k numbers. We went a little bit down. There was some kind of divergence. It had to correct, you know, stuff had to happen. How is the chat doing? Late adopter, why don't you say you are bearish so BTC can go up? No. We bullish, man. We bullish. I know there has been a small dump, 5%, like it seems like a big thing, you know, it went past certain levels, but you know, I'm still bullish. Why won't you be bullish when you see chart like this, man? Why won't you be bullish? Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Let's do enough chit chat and let's get in the chart and see what's actually happening with Bitcoin right now, because that's why everybody is here. You just want to know the A, B, and C's of the chart, what's actually happening right now. You want to know if this is going to continue dumping or not. You want to know if this is gonna go to 100,000 or not. So I've got something for you guys. I've got something really nice for you guys. I told my Patreons yesterday, so they got a head warning on that, but I'll tell you today about why I think that this actually might work out very nicely. So today we're gonna look at some monthly charts here on this video, and I hope that that satisfies your you know, bullishness for a while to come. So, but first thing first, we're gonna do the, you know, short-term analysis, what's happening now, blah, 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 you know, if you're gonna go up, if you're gonna down, and then we're gonna see the big charts, we're gonna see the big picture, and I'm gonna show you that what might happen. Like, it's assumption, it's you know, it might happen, but I like the chart, so I'm gonna show you what I think. That said, let's start with what's happening yesterday. So yesterday we actually managed to close above the about 10 and 20 moving average, so you cannot be bearish when you close about 10 and 20 moving average. This is the 10 and 20 moving average, this is 20, 10 moving average, white is 10, red is 20 moving average. We closed above the 10 and 20 moving average yesterday. This is the second day in a row we closed about, and right now we're dumping into the downside. Now this dump was expected. We have said that we might actually go a little bit down. If we go down, we won't go down to these levels down here. That's the thing that I'm trying to get through, right? If we fall down, we fall down a little bit. We fell down a little bit. Now why are we falling a little bit? Because there was a hidden bearish divergence here on the RSI. You can see here where the price is going down and the RSI is going up. So you know, you have to correct that a little bit. So you have to fall down a little bit. We fell down a little bit now, and I think that's over. I don't think we're gonna go to some kind of crazy 28 levels again and continue dumping from here really nicely or something like that. It might happen, and it does happen. Like, you know, assumptions are bad. Right now we are actually technically bearish because we are below 10 and 20 moving average, but this candle is not closed yet, so technically we are bullish. But you know, until this, if this candle is closed below 10 and 20 moving average, then you can say like, okay, we are bearish, but you know, the next candle will just go up and stuff like that. So we're gonna see. So this doesn't mean that much in the greater scheme of things right now, and I'm actually bullish, and I'm actually looking to the upside. So we're gonna talk about that. But right now, you know, there was definitely some kind of a hidden bearish divergence over here that's right now played out. You know, is it finished, or is it gonna continue a little bit down? It kind of depends, but I'm not expecting to see some kind of 28 numbers or something like that. Not right now. Now here is where the big bearishness comes, is that we fell through the 20 moving average down here. You can see all the moving averages are right above us. This is right now just bleeding towards the downside, right, and it's looking for some kind of bottom. Right now there is no bottom over here to be found. There might be some kind of supports here that we might actually pop down. Let's see if there are any kind of supports that can actually be holding. So there are 3 supports right below us right now, 1, 2, 3, and you can see the first one is actually getting broken. The first support is getting broken. The second support is here at 34.6, and then you got a 33.3 support. So you got 3 supports. This is broken, this is not, and this is holding. So which one actually is gonna hold? You know, we're gonna come back to that, which one is actually gonna hold. Let me just zoom back a little bit up and go back to the daily chart. so I can show you over here. So the dump is expected, technically expected. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame and see what's happening here. And you can see here yesterday on the live stream, also very bullish, was very bullish on the live stream. You know, we had this 20 moving average, and I was talking that the 20 moving average on the 4-hourly is very, very important. We don't want to fall below that. If we fall below that, we become a little bit bearish again, because you can see here every time we are below the 20 moving average, we are kind of bearish, right? And right now we are below 20 moving average, and every time we are above 20 moving average, we are kind of bullish, right? So you got this 20 moving average that's going really nicely between these bullish moments and bearish moments, right? And right now we are in some kind of bearish moment, but it's a moment, you know, it doesn't last forever. It's a 4-hourly chart, you know, it happens. But I said, like, if you try to go long here and try to predict the move to the upside, you know, always look at 20 moving average. If you fall below that, it's not technically not a good thing. Right now it's not a good thing, but you know, we are not, it's a 4-hourly chart, you know, we take what we get, and you know, it doesn't mean that we are in the long term we're gonna go down. Like, I'm not predicting that we're gonna go down all the way to 30,000. It can happen, you know, and you know, this pattern is technically bearish, because, you know, low, lower, low, lower, low, also here low, lower, low, lower. So you got low, 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 low. Like, it's definitely a downtrend. It's still not broken downtrend, and you know, to be actually bullish, you gotta get above this level up here. You know, you gotta get make a higher high. This is high. You want to make a higher high to change the trend, and until we do that, we are technically not bullish, but I am bullish, guys. You know, on the technical short-term technical notice, I'm not bullish, but on the long term, I am actually bullish. So what happening is right now we are falling through all of the moving averages. You can see here falling out through all of the moving averages on the 4-hourly time frame, which is actually going to push the price down. Might push the price down. 1-hourly, you can see here also below all the moving averages right now. So right now we are below all the moving averages on all the time frames. Technically, we are in a downtrend. But you know, you're always in a downtrend before you actually get out of the downtrend, you know. So that said, I'm not quite sure how long this is gonna go down, but I'm not looking at some very low levels. So now we come to the best part of the video, where I explain to you some long-term hopium. Okay, guys, now you're gonna get hopium. But before we get to the hopium part, how you guys doing? How's chat doing? That cross forming, yeah, that cross is forming on the daily. Let's see, that's between the 50 and the 200 moving average up here. That forming, but you see clearly that it is somehow like it's starting the curve to the upside. You know, it's starting. There might be some kind of a hope, right? Some kind of hope. There might be some kind of hope here. You can see it starts the curve to the upside. Maybe. Dude, check my question, please. What's your question, man? Just write it two times. It goes up and it goes down. Yeah, it's something like that. When moon? Soon. 13 EMA crossing the 20 on the weekly. There is always some EMA crossing some other EMA on some kind of time frame. You know, just picking the 13 or the 9 or 21 or 16. You know, stick with something. 10, 20, 50 to 100, 200. TI just worked because people believe in it. It's the same when everybody said the earth is flat. It was flat. Okay, so if Dennis Di Maria, if TI works because people believe in it, then it works. I don't care why it works. It works. If people works because people believe it, then it works. You know, it's good. And as long as it works, we go with the flow. Time to move alts to BTC. Right now BTC actually underperforming alts, you know. Falling wedge. Where is the falling wedge? Yeah, there might be some kind of falling wedge. We talked about this before, but then you know, the falling wedge on the the one falling wedge I drew, the one I liked, went something like this over here, right? Give or take. Don't remember how it was. Maybe something like this. So this was the falling wedge right now, right? And then it looked like we are, you know, tried to break out to here, didn't, and then it looks like we tried to break up here, didn't. So you know, the falling wedge I drew, it was kind of sketchy. This looks a lot more nice. So I think there is still something going on here. Maybe, you know, maybe some kind of a channel to downside, maybe some kind of channel. If you put this line over here, yeah, it looks like some kind of channel over here. Maybe the channel is the appropriate pattern for this right now. It absolutely following accumulation schematic of Wyckoff. It does, you know, all good. Good times to buy Matic. Don't know, man, not know. Yes, Jordan did hi to him, but I said yesterday and explained Jordan that the late adopter has sent me. Birgit, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice to see that Jordan is accepting of my presence. You know, we YouTubers gotta stick together. So right now we got me Coins Kid, Mikuji, Crypto, we three guys, you know, we know each other, so we are trying to expand our influence to the Jordan and maybe some other guys as well, before we try to get the big guys with a million, you know, the big Bitcoin and stuff like that. Okay, guys, now we come to the nice part of the video where we're gonna talk about the hopium, the big picture, the very nice picture and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to this chart over here, and we're gonna move averages. First thing first, we're gonna go to the weekly time frame, and I'm gonna explain to you what has Crypto talked about this yesterday. And now I've been talking about this for a long time, but people, you know, they disregard everything I say, and whatever Crypto says, like, it's golden. So on the weekly time frame, right, there is something that's happened very rarely. Now there's this indicator down here. It's my indicator, very proud of it, very easy to make, no problem with it. It just measures the extensions to the upside and downside. So this is the extension to the downside. This happened only 4 times prior. You can see here that right now where we are in right now, the extension happened only 3 times earlier since 2018 bull run. Okay, so the first time this happened, it happened down here on the big dump, right? That's the first down move. The second time this happened down here at the capitulation move. The third time it happened was Corona dump, and the fourth time it's happening right now. We are down here with these levels. So what are these levels? These are extension levels from certain moving averages, and they show oversold signals. Here there is overbought signals, right? Overbought signals, and down there you can see even overbought signals are indicating of these big moves to the upside, right? It doesn't mean that these overbought signals doesn't mean that they are finished, because you can see here clearly we went to the upside, but it does pull you backwards, and you can see here we got pulled back for 2 weeks after we hit this level up here. So over here we are pulled to the downside, pulled to the downside, pulled to the downside down here, right? And up here, these are the 4 times we have been. So what I'm saying on the larger times, you know, when you stop looking at the 4 hourly and daily, start looking at weekly, we have to hit some kind of a moving average, 10 moving average on the weekly time frame. You can see here, every time that has happened, you know, we went down here, we went back to the moving average, right? We went down here, and we went back to the moving average. We went into the Corona dump, we went back to the 10 moving average. And right now, what's happening right now is that we are on the same extended levels like we have been 3 times prior, and we gotta go back to the 10 moving average to hit that 10 moving average. So whether that's gonna happen to the upside, to the upside, or we're gonna go sideways and hit it on the way down, it doesn't matter. But we gotta say hello to the 10 moving average, like, hey man, where you been? Long time no see. And revisit the 10 moving average. So whether we going straight up to the side, or like up to the side, or to the side, or even down over here, and then revisit on the downside, you know, that might also happen. But one way or other, we're gonna revisit the 10 moving average, and probability is that we're gonna revisit on not straight up to the upside, but something like this, right? We can revisit something like this and hit it on the 10 moving average. So that's why I'm very bullish right now on Bitcoin, and I'm thinking some levels at around 67.8, or this is actually something like, yeah, 67.8, 47 or something like that, give or take, something like that. These levels need to be hit. Next week this is gonna be a little bit lower, maybe because, you know, moving average is moving with the price. So I'm thinking also this level down here might actually correspond really nicely next week with the 10 moving average. So we might hit some kind of a target should be some kind of around some kind of 47 45,300 level, give or take, over here, 45,300 level. That should be some kind of target for the way up. That's why I'm so bullish still, because I don't, these levels down here are not sustainable. You cannot just continue. I mean, yes, you can continue and then having a bigger dump like never seen before, and then continue going up, but you know, bullish where be bullish where bullish is expected. Now what I'm gonna show you, even on the biggest time frame, now MM Crypto actually showed these oversold levels, these 1, 2, 3, 4 oversold levels, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, but he showed actually 5 levels, and the one was over here level, but I don't think that's actually that important, because it wasn't that big of oversold level, but he was looking at something called stochastic RSI to actually find these levels. But I'm using, you know, my pro very nice indicator that actually is actually pretty good at you know, figuring out where the oversold levels are. Bullish TLA. I'm always bullish, always bullish. Okay, so now that we have talked about a little bit about this weekly long term, let's go into some very nice chart, and that's the monthly chart over here. And first thing first. So as you've seen here before, right? Now we're gonna zoom out even more. These levels happened only 4 times prior since 2017, but back here they happened more, and for that we're gonna go to another chart over here. This is the historical chart of the Bitcoin, and if you can see here, these levels do happen off before here in what's that, 2014 bull run as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times since 2017, but before here we had 1, 2, 3, 4 times as well, and we had here some big oversold levels here at 2011, but you know, that was 2011, so we don't talk about that. But the most interesting part over here is this part over here that we're gonna talk about. It's a very interesting part. So you can see here, now that we have talked about this part over here, we won't talk about this part. We're just gonna talk about this part over here right now. So let's zoom in over here a little bit over here, and you're gonna see that these dumps are corresponding to these very oversold levels. You can see oversold levels. Even when you're hitting these oversold levels, you get pulled back to 10 moving average. But you know, this is 2011, so you know, a lot of retail traders and stuff like that, you just got to move down. This is over here, this is the dump. This is the dump over here. You can see here also, here it gets pulled back to the 10 moving average after a big correction down there, and all of these here gets pulled back eventually. This went you know, got pulled to the downside 2 times over here, pull downside up, and pull downside and then up again. So pull down, up, down. You can see here, pull down back to the 10 moving average, here as well, pull down and back to the 10 moving average, because all the time these very overextended levels happen, you know, we get pulled down. Now the most interesting part about this is this level up here, so if I can just do it, this level up here is the most interesting level, because right now I think that's what might actually be happening where we are right now. So keep up with me, guys. I'm building up for the finale, grand finale, on what I'm trying to explain to you. Grand finale. Now it's a hopium, you know, and all of that shebang, but it is very nice hopium. So if we now go to the weekly time frame, and we zoom in a little bit here, I'm gonna show you that what's happening right. So you know, everybody agrees pretty much that this move over here, it's not what's actually happening right now, and that we might have some kind of a bigger move coming up here, right? Because like everybody's like 60,000, man, that's too low. That's too low. You know, we cannot get 16,000. Not only that, from 16,000. From 16,000, you know, 60,000, sorry, from 60,000 or 65, yeah, give us from 60,000 or 30,000, we already went down like 50%, right? So we already went down 50%. So, and that we use like less than a month, like 2 weeks to go that level down. So, you know, to come to some kind of bottom where, you know, people are talking about some kind of bottom around the 15,000, 18,000, 12,000, you know, give or take. I'm saying 12,000, you know, but that's like the bottom of where we're gonna go. You know, that's also just another 50%. So what am I gonna do next 2 weeks? Just dump down 50% and be finished with it, you know? Or are we gonna just you know, crab forever here for next year or something like that? I mean, it might happen, but there is just too much, you know, optimism and bullishness, and you know, El Salvador, you know, accepting the Bitcoin. So I don't think that this is just gonna start crabbing and nothing's gonna happen. You know, adoption is already happening, like big things are happening. So I don't think we're just gonna start crabbing like we did over here, crabbing for a entire year and then starting going sideways up over here. I think that there is more bullishness coming over here. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna show you that there are some very nice trend lines going over here, and if you can see here, we can start by drawing this. Now you can either use wick or the bottom. It doesn't matter. You can use the wicks down here, and you can see here that it clearly, if you use top over here and the bottoms, or after the big pump over here, the bottoms, it creates really nice trend line where it shows you where the next bottom will be. So after we hit the all-time high, we went down to the bottom, right, and then continue to go up. You can also use, of course, the upper wick up here, but then you use the lower wicks down here. It still shows the bottom, right? It still shows the bottom. So it's really a nice line. But if we can assume that maybe what's happening up here is the same thing as happening here, then that will actually give us some kind of really nice levels. And you can see here right now that if we start, if this is the same move that's happening over here, right, we are going down, got this really big move, and have a pullback to the downside. You know, we got a really nice pullback to the downside right now. Then that means that we're gonna soon have a big pump over here, right? And when we start going down, this is the most important part. When we start going down, the bottom is gonna be this trend line over here. So that means wherever we are now, the bottom is gonna be above the prices, you know, above the 30 level prices is gonna be above the level today, right? So when I start going down, that's the actually bottom. So we are sitting technically on a bottom resistance line. If you are looking at just a bottom support lines, if we are technically sitting at bottom support line, so when we actually go, this is where we actually gonna come back down to. You know, it's a hopium. It's a long term. You know, it's a long-term move, but you know, that might happen. You know, it looks very nice. It looks like the same kind of formation that's playing out, that has played out before, with a big move in the start, then a cool off, and then a move to the upside. Big move in start, cool off, and then move to the downside. Hi Ron, how you doing? Ron is posting the emojis. Very nice, very nice. Now what I'm gonna show you over here is that this part over here is looking exactly as this part over here, and that's why I have big faith in that this move over here is like right now what's actually happening over here. Depending, it's just a little more zigzaggy, but it's the same move right now going to downside, and we're not going to continue upside. So for this we are going to split the screen in two. Where's the split screen? Let's split the screen in two. Let's put this one up over here, remove this over there, put this on BLM, put this on the monthly, remove the lines, and you can see that this is the last part right now that's happening. This is the monthly chart, and let's zoom in on the monthly chart right over here, and you will see that these two moves are almost playing out the same right now. So this is the move that we are actually expecting. Whether this is gonna happen or not depends, but you know, they are very similar. You can see here big, you know, we have been going really steeply upside, and then we get this big candle with a big wick on the top, because you know, this is 2013, you know, people are crazy. Right now we don't have that wick because there is you know, a lot of institutional investor or whatever, or the reason is, right? But we have a big green candle, and there's a big green candle over here, and then we have some kind of doji candle in the middle. Right? This shows that you know, the bulls are trying to push it up, but they just don't have enough power. The same thing happening here. We got the doji candle in the middle, and then we got a big red candle after that, and there is a big red candle, you know, after that. So these three candles are forming something called evening doji star. It's a reversal pattern. It's topping out pattern, but you know, it doesn't mean that we are going to go down. It means that we are stopping the move, you know, and we have to cool off. So we did cool off, you can see here, and right now we are after these three candles we had this bullish hammer over here. So whether we are gonna form a bullish hammer here or not, it kind of depends, you know, but it is playing right now candle by candle exactly as before. So this might actually be the last month we are gonna be in some kind of a downtrend. You could see some kind of, this is 1, 2, 3 months of a downtrend, technically downtrend, depends on how long this week took to recall. So you know, you had more than 3 months of downtrend, but after the 3 months it's just the way up. So this might be the last 20 days of the downtrend before we actually start having these big green candles towards the upside. And that's, you know, that's also why I'm thinking that this might actually go all the way up to the 200,000 again, and this isn't actually the bottom for Bitcoin right now. So, you know, there might be something there might be something there that this might actually play out. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But overall, you know, this right now, this is hopium, right? This is hopium. The trend line is hopium, like this. You know, that we are gonna, that is playing exactly the same. This is that we are gonna do exactly the same as before, because we might do that, you know, it went up, went down, and right now we're gonna skyrocket. So I'm looking skyrocket, and the pullback will be actually the line here. So we're gonna have some kind of bottom at 15,000 after the all-time high, whatever the all-time high gets is at the end of the show. That's hopium. What is not hopium, what is actually technical analysis, and what we're actually looking for is this pullback to the 10 moving average. It's the pullback to the 10 moving average. You can see here the 10 moving average. That's the not hopium, that's actually technical analysis, and that's what we're actually trying to get to. 100% agree with this. Ron, thanks man, appreciate it. Guys, you can see that Ron has a really nice badge number 1 next to his name. That's because he's a member of TA Fans Club. If you want to join the TA Fans Club, check out the channel page. You know, click the join link, and you can get post all kinds of emojis and stuff like that. We got right now there are 4 emojis, but we just got 2 more emojis. So the more people get in, we can post more emojis. TA Fans Club, that's right, guys. TA Fans Club. TLA Fans Club. There we go. I cannot even write TLA. There we go. TLA fan. No, this is not. What am I? TLA fan. Let's just look at TLA fans. There we go. Golden. There is Coinskid is in the chat. 200k crew. Nice. Yeah, it might happen, Coinskid. I'm getting to your side. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, so that's very nice. But right now I'm just looking to the move to the upside, to the 10 moving average up here. On the weekly chart, you can see here that we are sitting on the weekly. We are sitting actually on the 10 moving average. Let's see how this looks on the historical chart over here. Did we actually sit? Yeah, we did actually sit on the 10 moving average before as well. See here, guys, here's another indicator that's like acting really nicely. You can see here we are sitting on the 10 moving average on the monthly chart. Sitting on the 10 moving, and here as well we hit the 10 moving average on the downside and then continued bouncing up. You can see here we hit the 10 moving average really nicely, and right now hit it in 10 moving average as well. I like that oversold in here. What is it? It's my personal indicator. It's basically some kind of price oscillator that's just measuring distance from the 10 moving average to the price. So I had to change a bit. You cannot find it anywhere, but you know, there are some lines. You just add some line. I think they changed it. It's let me see, price oscillator. It's called price oscillator. So if you use price oscillator, you get some line like down here, and then you have to change the you have to change a little bit the yeah, you have to change the 11 no, how do you see this one there? Yeah, you have to change the code a little bit just to show, but basically just shows the difference between 2 moving averages. So you take the 1 versus 10 moving average, and you get something that looks like my indicator, and then you put some kind of line at 0, and you know, but it's nice, it's very nice. It looks like it's gonna go. Waiting for CK video. Yeah, everybody's waiting for CK video. Why don't he say it? Why don't you just let everyone know about the Wyckoff? About the Wyckoff. What do you want to know about Wyckoff? I mentioned Wyckoff before. I made video about Wyckoff. I post Wyckoff on Twitter, man. But everybody excited about how Wyckoff is playing on the 4-hourly time frame here on accumulation part here of the Wyckoff, right? This is some kind of this was the spring, you know, and right now it's gonna go for some kind of bottom down or something like that, and it's continue. This is LPS or something like that, right? And it's just gonna continue to our outside. It fits with my agenda that it's gonna go up to the, you know, 45,000, you know, so I'm gonna see if it actually gets to the 45,000. Is this the real coin skid? Yeah, that's the real coin skid. Yeah. So, you know, overbought, overextended levels, that just like how much price moves away from the certain moving averages, right? So if you have some 20 moving average and you see the price escapes the moving average, right? This is the 20 moving average, and you see the price escapes. Now the distance from the moving average down to the price, that's extension, and these extensions usually have certain levels how much you can extend it. So you want to have some kind of indicator that shows you extensions, and when you see these big extensions, you know, they have to pull back. This is an extension on the 20 moving average. So if you get too much extend, you have to have at least some kind of pullback to the backside. Can the real coin skid please stand up? Which coin should I long for recovery in my portfolio? I don't know, man. Whatever you want. BTC halves every 4 years and has a massive dip. This is why the same patterns, dips, fractals happen. Maybe that's it, man. Maybe that's it. But this looked ugly, man. This looked ugly. It scared a big Jesus out of everybody, right? This stump over here, it looked ugly, as you know what. It scared everybody. So you know, people have to use a little bit time to understand what's happening. You know, market has to price in the dump. They have to figure out if this is gonna go up or if this is gonna go down, if bull market is finished. So when everything is priced in, and this pricing intake sometimes can take a little time, you know, at the end of the pricing, you know, when people figure out what's happening, you know, the price just continue the direction it wants to go. And right now I think we might actually get a relief to the upside. You guys remember that Doge? You guys remember the, you know, the Corona dump in the markets indexes, Doge? Let's see here on the weekly. You guys remember that Corona dump right in the stock market? This was insane. I don't know if you were following this or not, but you know, the dump was insane. And you know, it started dropping out. Nobody knows what's happening, right? And suddenly, you know, it gets to certain levels, and you know, some people that already know what's happening start buying, and then everybody else, and then you know, the market starts pricing. Yeah, what's gonna happen with Corona? Are we gonna dump? Are we gonna go lower? Like, you know, is this gonna last forever? Our market is that, and as soon as they figure out, no, nothing's that, it's just gonna go nicely. You know, the price recovers, and the same thing is happening right now. You know, we got a big dump over here. You know, market has to use a little time to figure out what's happening, right? And once the market figures out what happens, you know, it decides the next direction of the price. It decides the next direction of the price. I want to meet Coinskid at the bar once. Drinks on me, bro. $200. Yeah, Coinskid is hoping for 200, but you know, but that's too low. I think 200 is low, man. I think 200 is low. I think you are bearish when you are saying 200. How much do you think we will know? You know, once this pattern is actually playing out, you know, people will actually figure it out. But these lines look like they are really, really good. It looks like a channel to the, you know, it looks like a channel is actually forming over here. So this isn't a bear flag, because you know, the bear flag doesn't go down and then continues going down. It continues down and goes up, right? That's a bear flag, and it continues the same way the bull flag goes up and then goes down and then continues going up, right? It doesn't, the bull flag doesn't go up and then continues going up and then continues going up again. So this goes down and goes into a channel. So you know, once we're out of this channel over here, you know, something's gonna happen. But I'm more bullish to the upside and downside, even with this dump, because this dump, like I told you guys, this dump was actually expected over here. Yesterday we were talking, you know, had a very nice live stream yesterday. We were having this hidden bearish divergence Okay, there is a RSI down here, and there is a divergence, right? So there is divergence on the RSI, and right now we are having this dump over here because of the hidden bearish divergence. So you know, I'm not expecting this to go all the way down, not even back down to this level down here again or something like that. I'm just expecting a small dump here, recovery, and then continuing to go into the upside. So I'm bullish. Still bullish on this. So all nice and dandy in the world. 4 hourly, we are actually technically, you know, being pushed down. So you know, how far down we're gonna go, you know, where we're gonna find this bottom and then continue going up, it's hard to say, but you know, I'm not stressing. Also, there was some kind of a triangle formation going over here, right? So if you use the extensions on the triangle, you know, we might already have met some kind of a target down here, give or take, right? So if I could just, we already might have met this target from this triangle over here, down here. So I think even this small triangle is actually played out right now, and even that's finished. So I think it's just gonna find some kind of bottom here, and then maybe continue upwards. Now, if it starts going down, especially if it starts going down below the, you know, support line down here, that might actually be a bad thing. So you don't want to do that. So there are only 2 lines you want to look now, because right now it looks like it is a channel. You know, we are an upper channel or a down channel, whichever side we actually break out to. That's actually the most interesting move that's gonna happen right now, right? Whichever side. But you know, on the upside, we want to get above the 39,004, you know, and on the downside, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining it. Check out the channel page, you know, click the join button, join the TIA fans club, you know, you get post emojis and stuff like that. Thanks everybody for joining the chat. Thanks everybody for being here. You know, tonight we might actually do some kind of live stream again, you know, so check that out. And on the way out, hit the like button. You know, you don't have to hit the like button when you come in, but on the way out, just smash the like button and when you close the door, and see how that works out. Also, tomorrow exactly 9:30 Central European time, every single day we do this same live show, Bitcoin daily, every single time, to see what's actually going to happen in Bitcoin. And right now I think the dump is actually over. The 5-6% is over. The alts are not reacting at all. I think you know, if we can even dump a little bit more, but you know, the bearish RSI is actually already playing out, and like I told you, I am actually more bullish than bearish. Maybe we're gonna wait for the Monday actually to this played out. How this is gonna be, like, hard to say, but it looks like we might actually get out of this alive, guys. It looks like we might get out of this alive. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Coinskid, thanks for being here. Ron, thanks for spamming the emojis. Everybody, back to work this evening. We got back to Jordan with the late adopter. Yeah, thanks, Birgit. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. I'm gonna finish my coffee, make some videos, do some stuff, you know, and all that shebang. Have a nice day, guys. Have a nice day. Don't panic too much. You know, panic is not good for anything. Panic's not good for anything. You know, we can finish off. My wife, she said, you know, you can finish your live stream with a song. And there's this nice song that we can always finish with. Where is it? And it fits, you know, fits the really nicely the music. There we go. I hope you can jam to the music now that we are watching the chart.
Random rewards are so sweet.
Okay, guys, take care. Have a nice day. At the end of the song, I turn it off.
I make no apology. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. I'm not weak or lazy. I'm like electricity on the path of least resistance. Always lies the way for me. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. Dancing Teslas and SpaceX. This techno king is on a roll. There is no shame in his game. He's having fun, he's in control. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dutch, 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 Dutch. Go Dutch, 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 Daddy, yeah. Go Dutch, 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 Dutch. Go Dutch, 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 Daddy, yeah. I see stars when I hear Dutch. Forget the moon, I'm off to Mars. Cash is trash, is confetti. So dollar bills can kiss my go Dutch, 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 Dutch. Go Dutch, 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 Daddy, yeah.
Burning 11,000 pounds of propellant per second. The main engines are working just as expected. The three fuel cells are generating power and three auxiliary power units are all producing pressure. In short, all systems continuing to function well.
Okay, where's my stop button? Where's my stop button?